Hi, everyone. I'm Apala from HFI, and the version of myself that I'm bringing to this video is that of futurist Apala. And that's my Twitter handle, by the way. So while we grapple to understand the impact of generative AI platforms like ChatGPT on our specific nook in the world, there are just so many directions that one can visualize. Will AI be all about enhancing individual efficiencies, individual skills, or should AI also reinforce collective goodness by using constructs such as Ubuntu? The African philosophy that means humanity for all, humanity for others, and is often translated as I am because we are. Will the availability, easy access to generative AI help democratize professions like UX design by making, tools and methods and examples easily available to everyone, to all citizens, not just trained designers? Or should we embrace an AI Devo Bhava-ish attitude? Of course, many of you will recognize that I'm using this phrase inspired by the ancient Sanskrit verse, Atithi Devo Bhava, which literally translated means the guest is equivalent to God. And so I'm just replacing Atithi with AI to make a point. Or should we think critically about the impact of AI on existing divides and polarizations in the world today, and what will happen in the future? There's another question that has emerged very recently, and that is, will mediocrity be automated by AI? In fact, a top tech executive was quoted in a recent interview to the publication Business Insider, and I would like to read the quote. This is what he said: AI could disproportionately impact the middle class of white-collar workers, the folks who are mid-career, mid-ability, mid-level, and in some cases, mediocre. In fact, AI, as far as academic research goes, it has been found that AI tools disproportionately benefit least experienced workers, helping them close the gap with their more experienced colleagues. And so it is very likely that AI tools will lower the barrier to entry for a whole host of professions, not just UX design. AI won't take your job. And again, I'd like to quote, it is somebody using AI that will take your job. This was said by Richard Baldwin, an economist and professor at the Geneva Graduate Institute in Switzerland, at a recent event. Food for thought. And then there is the topic of values and ethics. I deeply resonated with the viewpoint expressed by Chinese scholars who are studying Chinese philosophy and applying principles from Chinese philosophy to AI. And I'd once again like to read an excerpt from a paper by Bing Song, who is the editor of Intelligence and Wisdom, AI Meets Chinese Philosophers. And here is the excerpt. None of the three dominant schools of Chinese philosophical thinking place human beings at a supreme position within the universe. Many Chinese philosophers emphasize that at this juncture of thinking about existential risks for human beings and the future direction of technological advancement, it is most important that we look inward and reflect upon ourselves, drawing lessons from human evolution and development. In other words, humans need to reflect upon their own past, our own past, and realize that we may be the crux of the problem. that we will not be able to create morally sound AI unless we ourselves are ethically reflective and responsible. Thinking about all these different directions, I can't help feeling that perhaps we need to understand the impact of AI on our lives by using the same constructs that we use to understand the impact of one culture or another. The constructs, for example, that we use in studying the impact of, say, colonialization or globalization. And that is what I will share next time. Au revoir. Till then.